Hello. Today I'd like to take you through 5 power lessons I wish I had learned at 40. This is the conversation I would have wanted to hold with myself at 40. That you are not a failure. That you do not lack discipline. And thirdly, that the universe doesn't value good or bad, that there is no morality when it comes to the universe, when it comes to good and bad, that the universe responds to your vibrations. That is very important. I was not brought up to know this at an early stage, and I'm sharing this with you because I would like you to be assured that the universe responds to your vibrations, your state of being. If it is a state that is anxious, the universe will respond like that. If it is a state of fear, the universe will respond. So, there are 5 lessons I'd like to take you through. If we are meeting for the first time, I'm Linda. I'm a lawyer. I'm a former teacher. I also write books and I am a coach. So stay with me as I take you through these 5 states that I can guarantee, even if you just learn one, it will take you to the next step. The first lesson when it comes to the state, it's that of vibration, that the universe responds to by vibrations. That is what you beam out there and you will get it back. So it is important that you know yourself in such a way that if you are anxious, you manage anxiety. If you are fearful, you manage fear, because you do not want to be transmitting fear, because if that is the case, the universe will deliver the fear, etc., which then becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Secondly, also important, it's clarity. Being clear about what you want, who you are, and just trusting that where you are located, that your state, it is a state that makes you comfortable and confident and assured that you're just fine, that life is on your side no matter what. That confidence, that assurance is very important. It's clarity, and clarity leads to being confident and becoming unstoppable. Thirdly, also, another lesson when it comes to the state I would have wanted to know about early, it's alignment. That is alignment when your thoughts, when your feelings, when your actions move in one direction, you flow in one direction. That is very important. It is a powerful way of living when you are together mentally, emotionally, and when it comes to your actions. Be mindful of the thoughts that may sabotage you. If it's the feelings that make you uncomfortable, you just observe them and come back to being in a state of being that is aligned, assured, and together. That is very, very important. Let's come to the 4th. This I have found very, very challenging. The inner conflict. I used to be the victim of inner conflict for a long time. Yes, it happens now, but in a minimal scale. The inner conflict. I knew what I wanted. However, there would be this loud voice that says, you're going to be rejected. You're going to fail. You are not up to that task. That's too big. You can't do it. Be humble. What are people going to say? That is just too big an assignment. The inner conflict. And there is so much I would have achieved if I had learned to read the inner conflict and manage it. Sometimes manage it by just changing the thinking. Manage it by maybe listening to music or just taking a walk. However, there would be times when I would be tossing and turning because I am in a conflictual situation. It's very uncomfortable, and I don't wish that in your life. Do manage the inner conflict. Sometimes just a phone call to somebody you trust, somebody who usually gives advice, or maybe a mentor. Do share that, because the inner conflict destabilizes you. You find yourself not moving or flowing in the direction that is coherent and aligned with where you want to be. And then finally, also important, I wish I had learned that the state of coherence is very important. By that, I mean that your inner life, your inner self, the real you, apart from the noisy world, the shiny objects, everything that is geopolitics, and everything that makes you believe that the world is upside down. What is important is that your inner world is very, very important. An assured inner world that is anchored in faith, that is anchored in confidence, that is anchored in clarity and alignment. No matter what happens outside, you just consider that to be clouds, to be a state that is not aligned to where you want to be, and you just kiss it away and let it float by. It's a very liberating feeling that has helped me quite a lot, and I wish I had learned this as early as at the age of 40, but it doesn't matter because I am sharing this with you. These are lessons of power, coherence, alignment, clarity. That would make you unstoppable. That would make you wealthy, healthy, and free to be the best you can be. I hope that this video resonates with you, and do pick one thing, and I look forward to hearing your comments. It's very important so that in my next video, we continue the conversation to grow a community that doesn't pander to all that is flying around, and be the best you can be, wealthy, healthy, unstoppable.